What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm headed to London. If you follow me on Instagram you'll know why. We're headed to an animal rights march. We're getting there early and we're just going to spend the day looking around London, going to a few museums, so there'll probably be two separate videos. So let's go. So we've arrived in London, we're in our hostel. It's another pub love hostel, we like them quite a lot. The beds are quite good, they've got plugs right by the beds and there's a pub below your hostel. So you've got it all in one place. We didn't come straight here, we did go to the museum, the British Museum before this. But I didn't video any of it because, yeah, it wasn't that good to be fair. There's a lot there, there's like thousands of artifacts there. But there was not, like, it weren't that interesting. It was like jewellery and pottery and like cutlery and stuff like that from like Egypt and Rome and stuff. So I didn't bother filming any of it because it weren't that good. We're gonna take a walk over to Southbank Centre Food Market because it's open till 9. It's like 6 o'clock now, we're hungry. And it looks quite good, there's a load of outdoor street food, so I'm going to go check it out and see what they've got. We've just been speaking to one of the people in our room. Her name's Veronica. She's from Argentina, which is just really mad that we're staying in the same room with someone from like across the world. And she was really nice. Like, she was telling us stories of travelling to different places and living in Spain for a few years in Italy, and she was just really interesting. So we're currently walking Southbank Central Food Market to get something to eat for tea and see what they have. It looks like they have quite a lot on offer from all around the world, different street food, so there should be quite a lot of variety there. I'm looking forward to it. So I got myself a burrito from a Korean food stall, and so did Jack actually. It's a spicy tofu burrito, and the people were really nice. They added me on Instagram, I added them, and they gave me a £1 discount for it, which is quite cool. So we're gonna sit down in one of the gardens by the London Eye and just enjoy our tea. Here's the burrito, spicy tofu burrito. It's unreal. There's rice in there, spicy tofu, a load of veg, and it is quite spicy as well, and it's really big. And we've got the perfect weather for it as well, nice and sunny, just sat here in the gardens next to the London Eye. So I've also got myself a mango smoothie, and look at this lotus biscuit donut. Like, look how fat it looks. Like, I can't wait to try this. Has lotus bread inside, unreal. Look at this view behind me. Like, you've got the London Eye there all lit up in pink, and then you've got this building here which is like a sea life in the London dungeons, and it's just changing colour every few seconds. Like, just look how nice it looks. It's so nice to walk around Westminster area of London of a night because there's just lights all down the River Thames. And right behind me we've got the House of Parliament, and I know I showed you them last time we were here, literally like a month ago. But it's got no scaffolding on this time, so you can actually see it, and it's all lit up on the waterfront, so it does look really nice. And then you got Big Ben in the background there, but that's still under scaffolding, which is unfortunate. We're walking back to our hostel now. London has been so much more lively this time we came. Last time we weren't in a lockdown, but it was like things weren't open to full capacity like they are now. So it's been a lot more lively. There was street performers by the Thames that I didn't show you, but when we were having our food we could see all the crowds gathered round. There's food markets on, there's people going out. It's busy and it's noisy, so it's been a much better experience this time round than it was last time, where there wasn't much to do, and don't have to necessarily book to get into places either, like we did last time. But we're on our way back to our hostel. We've just bumped into two YouTubers. They're from What's On Your Mind. This is Les and this is Orlando. And basically what they do is it's a big social experiment. They sit down with people, just strangers, and they ask them what's on their mind. And they bumped into me, and I'm going to be on one of the episodes of What's On Your Mind. So go follow them if you aren't already, and check out the stuff. It's quite interesting, just getting people talking about like deep things. So do I introduce myself, or do I just
you just say my name is.
So my name is so this.
Hi, my name's Craig, and this is What's On My Mind. World burning, countries are getting evacuated because of wildfires, and governments just aren't doing enough to combat it. What's on my mind? What's on your mind? Just finished videoing for What's On Your Mind. Go give them a follow. Check out the stuff. It's a big social experiment where they just get people talking about whatever they want to talk about. It could be mental health, could be sports, could be the work life, literally anything. There are two really cool guys. They just came up to us, seen the camera, knew that we were making YouTube videos, and was like, do you want to be in our YouTube video? And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. Go follow them, go subscribe to them. I'll leave the links in the description for the Instagram and the YouTube. Now though, we're gonna go try and find some breakfast, because that's what we were trying to get when we bumped into them. So we actually haven't eaten all day yet, so we're starving. So let's go get some food. I've got this bruschetta. It has some like grilled tomato, grilled aubergine, and some hummus on. And I'm gonna try and eat it now, but I'm gonna have to put the camera down to eat it. We're walking over to the protest now, which starts at 12:30. We've got like about 20 minutes to get there, so we're gonna hop on the tube. You just won't see the protest because that's gonna be a separate video, like I mentioned last night. On this video, you'll see me again in about 5 hours watching the Chelsea v Liverpool game. I'll see you then. We're at the pub. We've just watched the game. It ended a draw, but it was a good game. Better getting a point than losing. Now we're gonna go get food. We're gonna go back to the Southbank Centre food markets because there's quite a few different types of food there, so we're gonna try something else. I know we've literally eaten there every single meal so far, and then we're gonna head back to the car and go home. We've just been back to the hostel to get our bags because they let you store your bags in there, and we just bumped into Greg. So we were just chatting to him, and like, we've met probably more people on this little 2-day trip to London than we did on our whole UK road trip, and they've all been sound. Greg was another cool person. He's been living in London for a while, but he's from France. He's got a degree in Portuguese, so he can speak 3 languages. And like, most English people can only speak one. It's so boring. I wish I could speak another language. Our school system's terrible. It does stink that we were born in England, because you don't need to speak another language if you can speak English. So disappointing. But anyway, we're on our way to get some food. We're starving, so let's go. I really wanted another spicy tofu burrito, but the guy had no tofu left. And a lot of the stores were closing early, so I had to go with the classic British thing and get a vegan burger, which is a little bit of a letdown considering there's like Indian stores and Chinese stores, but they were all closing or didn't have like any options, so a bit disappointing. The one thing I want you to take away from this video is, if you're going abroad or even anywhere in your own country, stay at a hostel if you have the chance, because the people you can meet there are just so interesting. We've met a handful of people that we wouldn't have met if we stayed in a hotel, because it would have just been us. And they had some of the most interesting stories. They could speak multiple languages, and they were just really nice, funny people. I definitely recommend staying in a hostel if you have the chance. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button and like it, and as always, keep exploring.